I haven't even started packing yet and I'm already exhausted. I am moving in a week. I'm moving on Saturday. Today is Monday and I haven't started packing anything. I have so much to pack, the biggest obviously being all of my books, which is going to be my task for today. There are so many books that I have on my shelf that I either no longer need or no longer want. I did actually do a book unhaul probably like 9 months ago and I still didn't get rid of any of the books, so I still have all of those. Regretting my past decisions, but that's okay. So I'm gonna have to get rid of all of the books that I have previously unhauled that I just never got rid of, and I'm also gonna do a little unhaul of all of the books on like my TBR cart, on my bookshelves, that I no longer want. I'm going to be fairly strict with myself for several reasons. One being my new room is quite a bit smaller than this room now, so I'm not going to be able to fit 2 bookshelves in my room. Kind of heartbreaking because my bookshelves are like my comfort and having them in my room makes me so happy and so like at home, but I'm going to be able to have one of them, which is going to be really hard when it comes to organising and reorganising, but that is future Leah's problem. So I think the plan in terms of how I'm going to like organise all of my books in the new place is I'm going to have the majority of them in the living area, in the living room, which is absolutely fine because I am moving in with my 2 best friends and we're all like bookish girlies, so it doesn't matter that my books are going to be in the communal areas. I literally do not care, other than the fact obviously it's nice to have all of my books in my room. So when it comes to actually deciding which ones I have in my room, I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but we will get to that. And also at the rate that I have been collecting and getting books recently, like I either need to slow down, I need to stop buying books, or I need to unhaul the majority of the ones that I own. So yeah, that is going to be the first call of action. I want to do my bookshelves and then I want to start, I don't know if I'll do it today, but I want to start going through my clothes, even more so than my books. I have so many clothes that I no longer wear or like I don't like anymore, and I am slowly but surely trying to like find my style and find clothes that I actually enjoy wearing now and experimenting more with clothes because I'm very much a safe clothes wearer. So I want to get rid of the majority of them. It is something that I have slowly but surely been doing, so I am actually quite excited to go through my clothes and rid the ones that I no longer want, but the books have to be first. Okay, so I have some laundry behind here. This is a problem for later, so do please ignore that. My room currently, let's just ignore it. Let's also ignore the fact that 99% of this vlog, I'm sure, I'm going to be looking like this. My skin is the worst it has been, or actually it's slightly getting better, but it's getting worse again for a while, so let's also ignore that. But going through my TBR cart, I have already decided to unhaul 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books. That's quite good. Honestly, most of these, a lot of the books that I have kept on my TBR cart, I have had for a while, and by a while we're talking like 1 to 2 years that I still haven't picked up to read. And I think at this point, like, I kind of need to be a little bit harsh and get rid of books that like I have not felt drawn to read in a really long time. I sat down for 2 seconds after doing my TBR cart and fell asleep. But anyway, I'll quickly show you the 15 books that I have decided to unhaul just from my TBR cart, and then I will tackle the rest of the bookshelves. But first off, A Fatal Crossing by Tom Hindle. We have 2 books by Lizzie Dent, the first being The Summer Job and The Setup. We do actually have a couple of romances that I just never got round to reading. One, The Hookup Plan by Farah Roshon, Lizzie Blake's Best Mistake by Maisie Eddings, The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, When Life Gives You Vampires by Gloria Duke, The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams, Sinner by Sierra Simone, The Haunting Season by a bunch of authors. The main reason I'm getting rid of this is because I have the Waterstones exclusive edition in hardback, but I do love this paperback. Dracul by Dakra Stoker, Novelist as a Vocation by Murakami. I have actually read this one. I liked it, but not enough to keep it. My Policeman by Bethran Roberts. I'm still not sure if I want to get rid of this just because I've been meaning to read it for a really long time. I wanted to read it before the film came out. I never did, so I might get rid of it. You Made a Fool of Death of Your Beauty by Akwaeke Emezi, The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. This is one that I still definitely want to read, but I found this in a charity shop. They're always in charity shops, so If I do change my mind, I'm sure I'll find it in one. And then Blind Willow Sleeping Woman by Murakami, only because I have 2 copies and I don't need 2. So those are the 15 books that I've decided to get rid of from my TBR cart. I feel like that is the majority of all of the books that I'm going to get rid of, although there are definitely some on my shelf that I no longer want. So let's tackle that before I procrastinate and I fall asleep again. This is the current state of them. So all of these I'm keeping. A lot of these are like all of my favorite books that I need to read, like top of my TBR. And as we come a little bit lower, oh my god, my room is such a mess. So all of these little stacks here, I'm definitely keeping. This stack with the Murakami, I'm getting rid of. This one, I'm also keeping. And then we get on to the books on my bed. I'm getting rid of all of these. I'm gonna count how many there are here because I feel like there's gonna be a lot. And all of these, if I get rid of all of these, this little stack here, and all of these ones that were part of my unhaul so many months ago now, I have no idea how they're gonna get out of the house. So I just unhauled 84 books. The fact that I just unhauled 84 books in a matter of like 15 minutes. Oh my god. And on top of that, the ones that I unhauled a couple of months ago but never got rid of, make it 154. Don't get me wrong, I'm so happy that I've managed to unhaul 84 books on top of the ones that I did a couple of months ago, because it means I've got more space. It means I have to move a lot less, and it means that for my new room, like, it's a lot easier. I was gonna say, how do I have so many books? I know why I have so many books and I know how I have so many books, but why? The only problem with this now is that it's Monday. I move on Saturday and my room currently looks like this. Okay, so I'm gonna go through all of the books even more and kind of figure out which ones, like send photos to my friends and people at work and see who wants what, and then if not, make a pile of charity books, books that I might sell on my Depop, and I'll get back to you. It's been a hot minute since I've actually filmed for this vlog, but I wanted to show you this gorgeous painting that I got yesterday. I know it's a Picasso painting, probably that's been printed on top of something, but it's so gorgeous and I love the way that it's like kind of worn, and I got it for £10. This is my pride and joy. I am in love with it. Also, if you can hear the trains, gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, I needed to show you because I am absolutely in love with it. And yesterday I actually also got these books, which, guys, so obviously I'm a Bronte girly through and through. They are like my favorite writers ever. I am in awe of them. I did my dissertation on them. There's a bookshop that is opposite the level, that kind of entrance to the open market, and I saw these are Folio Society editions. I had never seen these before, and obviously, as it says here, it's all of their complete novels. I don't even own all of their complete novels normally, let alone in this sort of edition. And I was really umming and ahhing, and I'm so happy that I ended up getting them because I just kind of got it as like a little moving in gift to myself after all of the stress. But I am in love, and I got them for £30. Like that's £5 a piece. So these books and this painting were my purchases of yesterday. I have so many updates that I feel like I need to kind of give. I haven't filmed any content for like a month and a half and I'm really missing it, but I literally have no backdrop. I'm currently sleeping on an air mattress. My bookshelves haven't even been built. It's a whole thing. I have nowhere to film, but I would quite like to get something filmed, especially for TikTok and for Instagram, like either today or tomorrow. But honestly, this vlog is probably going to be the next vlog that comes out on my channel since moving, because I haven't filmed anything else. And I don't really want to film a sit down video until I have like some sort of a backdrop. But yeah, so many updates. My skin has been so bad. I know that I mentioned my skin in a couple of previous vlogs where I kind of came off of contraception, like the pill, mainly because of the side effects. Like it was making me crazy and I had been on it for way too long, for years, and I just wanted to kind of get off of it and see what I would be like mentally, but also my body would be like off of the pill. But when I went on it when I was kind of younger, it was also because my acne was quite bad. So coming off of the pill, naturally all my teenage acne came back. For the most part, when I was on my pill, my skin actually wasn't that bad. Like I would obviously get breakouts every now and again, but it wasn't acne and it wasn't bad. But coming off of it, naturally it all came back and was quite detrimental to my confidence and, you know, just even wanting to step out the house. I know that a lot of people feel like that with skin and no one should ever feel like that. I know I shouldn't feel like that, but it is so much easier said than done when you don't have it. And this definitely isn't me saying that my skin is terrible and the worst ever, but it was the worst for me that I had had since I was like 15, and that took a little bit of getting used to. I just got a little bit bored of feeling sorry for myself. It was at the point where I couldn't even really cover it with makeup because it would also be like, it would hurt bad, like it would be painful. So I went to the doctors and now I am on some medication for it. I'm kind of taking a pill. It's not Accutane. I didn't really want to go on Accutane straight away because I know the side effects for that are quite strong and it is quite a strong medication. So I don't actually know what I was given. I'll try and remember next time, but I was given a pill that I need to take every day for the next 8 weeks, and I'm also using a gel. So I'm really hoping that that kind of helps. But the whole reason I mention this is because that was a really big part of why, alongside the stress for moving, I didn't really want to film because I wasn't wearing makeup and I just didn't want my skin to be on camera. I know that's absolutely stupid because now I am doing it and my skin right now is still breaking out, but I'm trying to get more comfortable doing it because it's normal. But yeah, that is definitely quite a big update as to where and why I haven't really filmed the whole process of moving. But on top of that, the whole moving and the whole move was a big stress. It was kind of delayed by 2 weeks. We honestly didn't even know if we were going to be moving the day of the move. Like, it was intense and pretty detrimental to my mental health and I know to my housemates, and it just was not a nice situation, and we were trying to enjoy the whole process as much as possible, but you know, that was kind of inevitable. Like, it happened, it is what it is, but we're here now. So those are some updates. I'm gonna give more once my landlord isn't on his way here, and hopefully that will be soon. Long time no speak. I spoke to you yesterday briefly, but this is the first time that I'm like actually sitting down to do an update in the flat. Guys, what a mess that these past 2 months have been. This is the first time that I've put on like a full face of makeup for the past 2 months, for all of the reasons that I mentioned in my last update, but also I just didn't have the time to sit down and film, and I'm just so happy that I finally can get back to that. When I don't do it, or I don't have the time to do it, or it's not a possibility currently, like on top of everything else, just makes me feel a little bit shit. So I'm just happy to be back. I currently have so much stuff on my floor because I had so many packages that I had kept up from like proofs that I got through work, or like publishers just in general, that I wanted to keep them because I love doing big unboxings on my TikTok, which if you do ever want to look, if you ever want to check it out, it's here. So I was filming a very long overdue one of those. So I have books and like packages everywhere, and then the second that I stopped filming it, another 2 packages arrived. First packages that I've got in the new flat, I don't know how, I was very on it apparently with giving my new address, that I was quite shocked when these 2 arrived, and obviously I'm not going to just do a TikTok video for the 2 packages. I thought I would unbox it here for you. So there are 2. One is from Faber and one is from Pan Macmillan. I can't remember what I have requested or anything like that because my mind has been all over the place. So these are going to be quite surprising, I feel. We'll do the Faber one first, and this one is the Kellerby Code by Johnny Sweet. Oh yeah, so this one comes out in March next year, so it's an extremely early proof. I remember that they contacted me asking if I wanted one of the couple that they are doing this early on, and I said absolutely. So I am very, very intrigued. On the back it just says, "This is Ed, great pal who'll do anything for anyone. Edward Jevons would do anything for his friends. Are there limits to what he will do to them?" Okay. I know near enough to nothing about what this book is, and I kind of want to keep it like that. I want to be very pleasantly surprised. Thank you, Faber. And then this one is Pan Macmillan. Oh my god, and this one is Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldry. I haven't even read the first one, Legends and Lattes, but it's been on my list to read for ages. Now I don't have an excuse. Oh my god, this one comes out in November, so I feel like I want to save Legends and Lattes for October for like the cozy kind of fantasy spooky vibe. But obviously I've just heard the most incredible things about Legends and Lattes that I am fully anticipating to absolutely love it, and that is the only reason I haven't picked it up, is because I know I'm gonna love it. And you know when you just know you're gonna love a book that you actually just put it off because you're scared that you're not gonna like it even though you know you will. That is me with Legends and Lattes, but now I don't have an excuse, so I'm definitely gonna pick that one up in October, maybe even September when autumn starts to roll around. I am so excited for this. Thank you so much, Pan Macmillan. So yeah, that was my little unboxing. I really need to sort all of these packages that I now have around my room, but honestly it looks like decoration because there's nothing else in here. All that is in my room currently are boxes. All of my clothes are in boxes. I'm sleeping on a blow-up mattress too, although I am definitely, I think, going to order my bed today. I don't know how long it's going to take to arrive, and honestly I'm okay with sleeping on this mattress for the time being. Like, moving in your 20s woman core vibes, honestly. This vlog has been the most chaotic thing ever. Initially I was so excited to film a move-in vlog because I love documenting stuff like that. It's fun for me to look back on. I also love watching move-in vlogs, so I thought I would just do it. I know that my best friend, who I actually moved in with, who I was living with before, also wanted to move in vlog, but alas, things just didn't go to plan, which obviously meant that I didn't film a little bit. As I've already kind of explained, the whole process of the move was just a little bit delayed and extremely stressful and not great for my mental health. So I didn't want to film because I didn't feel like I could film. I really wasn't in the right headspace to, but I'm so glad that I'm now here, that I can now film, and I hopefully will film, you know, the whole process of decorating not only my room but like the living room. All of my books will be going in the living room. I really want to do a book reorganization video once my bookshelves are all built and everything like that is sorted, and once I start receiving furniture and buying furniture. It is one of those things where, like, when you always envision moving to your own place, and I mean I've been living on my own, like independently with friends or with uni for the past 4 years, but I've always been somewhere furnished and always been in like a student house, other than kind of last year, but it was still a place that was furnished. This is the first place that I have ever lived where I kind of need to buy my own furniture, and as exciting as that is, it was a bit of a culture shock to kind of realize that it is definitely something that takes time and it's a process. And I mean, financially, furniture is expensive, so I'm really not expecting my room or the entire flat to look perfect and how we want to make it look right away, and that is definitely something that I'm coming to terms with. Equally, it's so exciting, and it just makes me think about the future and me being just so excited to obviously be living with my best friends again, but having a collection and building a collection of my own like furniture. I feel like that is the most adult sentence that has ever come out of my mouth. But it is exciting and I'm very happy about it. Anyway, I'm not too sure how much longer I want this vlog to be going on for, because like I said, I haven't like ordered any more furniture. I'm here. There isn't actually that much I can do now in terms of unpacking until I have all of this furniture. But equally, I am very aware that this vlog doesn't have that much substance to it, and I didn't film too much, so I don't want it to be like 5 minutes. I might start editing it and then we'll see. Yeah, I might keep it going until the end of today. All I kind of want to do for the rest of the day is film a little bit more. It's only currently 12:30 and I've already done a little bit of filming for TikTok, and I do want to do some more. I want to do some more R&D bits. There are actually still some things things for like the kitchen that need to be unpacked, so I might get on with that. And then probably end my day reading on the balcony, because I am very much a reading on the balcony girly. And oh my god, this is nothing to do with what I just said, but we have a bath. I haven't had a bath in any of the, well, 2 years ago I did, but it was very much a bath where like you would put water. It was like a kind of metal one. It wouldn't keep water hot at all for very long, so I never had baths. And last night I had a bath. I feel whole again. I literally lit some candles, I had some YouTube videos going, I had a cup of tea, I had some like Ferrero Rocher, and I swear to god it was the most relaxed I have felt in a hot minute. So maybe I'll even have a bath again tonight. I don't know why you wanted to hear that, but I feel very chaotic because this vlog is very chaotic. I honestly just need to stop. So I am going to get on with some errandy bits. I'm gonna tidy the packages that I have going on currently, and then I will talk to you soon.